Hey YouTube, I'm back again making a video. This video is going to be of my 2025 Yamaha Kodiak 450 EPS SE. I just got it last year and I was going back and forth in my mind about putting a plow on it. After much research, the one that I actually decided to go with was the Kolpin High Rise. I went with the 52-inch blade, not the 48 or the 60. The 52 should do my yard just fine, my driveway that is. And right out of the start, I decided to go with the optional power angle for the blade. So this video, I'm not going to show everybody how it all bolts together, so there are tons of videos out there. This video is to basically show if anybody has a Yamaha Kodiak 450, because there's no videos of these plows on one yet. If you're just thinking about putting one on, to show you how it looks and how it's on there. If you'll look at the mounting plate, what I liked about the Kolpin High Rise, they have their own mounting plate for 2018 to 25 Kodiak 450, which you can see it's a solid plate that clamps to the frame, actually the floorboard arms that come off the frame. It's nice, it's one solid piece. It's not one of those universal plates that slide around till it lines up. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that mounts. I talked to the Kolpin tech line, and they actually said you don't remove the skid plates for this. This sandwiches right onto the skid plate, which is nice because I do trail riding with this, and looks like it's going to be easy to come off and on. So rather than leave it on in the summertime, I'm probably going to just undo the 4 U-bolts and pop it right off for the spring and summertime. But anyways, I'll get going and building this thing and getting it on and show you little clips of how to plate mounts and so on and so forth. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so here's where the U-bolts go for the plate. So what I actually don't like is that they can slide back and forth. So if you, even though you tighten this down and torque it all down, is this plate going to slide back and forth? So I'm going to show you what I came up with to solve this problem. So here's what I came up with. 5/16 fuel line, maybe about an inch long or so. Slide it right up over the bolt, the U-bolt on each side. I've actually wrapped some electrical tape, 7 or 8 turns around the U-bolt, just so that, again, nothing is metal on metal. And there's actually the mounting plate, which so far looks pretty nice because you've got these tabs that stick up, which is going to also hold this from going left to right. So I'll show you what this looks like with these bolts installed. So here is the U-bolt with the 5/16 fuel line on it. Very little side to side, if any, movement, or front to back, that is. Here's the rear one. That one pretty much, I gotta tell you, that's locked in place. There's like no forward to back movement. I'm actually liking how that is now. And this is what the plate looks like installed, and it actually sandwiched in real nice. Those little plates that are welded into that mount flat plate sandwich up against a bracket on the your footwell brackets. And with the trick that I did with the rubber fuel line, it actually locked this plate in like squared, centered, and it can't move. So this plate was actually really nice. So if somebody's ever doing this on a Yamaha Kodiak 450, this plate goes right on. Okay, so the next thing that I'm doing is I'm going to remove the metal cable that came on the winch and replace it with this nylon strap. All right, before I button it all up, I want to show you how I ran the wiring. So basically the switch mounted right there. The two wires came out. They go above that lower black plastic shield, behind the headlight, through an original wire loom. The wire that goes to the plow, I routed around this fuse relay box, zip tied it there, zip tied it there to avoid going down onto the radiator. Drop down, I hope you can see it. Basically it hangs down right there. This is where you plug it in. It even came with a nice holder for when you're not using it, you can plug it in. So basically you plug it in. I had to loop the wires together and zip tie them, but that's where that mounts. And then for the power, I looped it underneath that wire holder, zip tied it there, came over and followed the vent line, zip tied it to there, came by the fuel pump, zip tied it there, near the air box, zip tied it there, under the original bracket. I just got to tidy up these wires and tuck them in, but that's pretty much it. And here is the finished product on the Yamaha Kodiak 450. Again, it's the 52-inch blade, Kolpin High Rise with the power angle option. So far, it was a nice build, and I can't wait to try it out. And lastly, this is how I mounted the switch. The plate that comes with the switch has a 90-degree turn down with two holes in it. Their clamp, basically you can go into either side hole, so I went to the left hole. On the other side, I used a zip tie, and I also put a piece of rubber fuel line underneath the edge so it's not metal on my handlebars. And the zip tie is pulling it down hard onto that rubber so it's nice and rigid. Alright, so that pretty much does it for the Kolpin High Rise with the power angle on a 2025 Yamaha Kodiak 450. Hopefully we'll get some snow, and maybe I'll do a video of how the actual plow works in the snow. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.